Hey, welcome back. Hopefully you didn't have a hard time with this at all. Hopefully you did go and watch my warm-up video. So 3-86, it was done for you during the warm-up video. Okay, if not, the answer's still there. You got to go check out that video. I will do the rest of the answers that have not been covered yet though. So let's finish up with 3-84. Okay, we were writing that ratio, and they said what percent of the total mixture is water. And remember, we knew that 20, the ratio was 20 for water to cement was 20 to 30, right? And we figured out that that means the ratio of water to the total was the 20 to the 50, right? 20 plus 30 is the 50. So the total was 50 and the water was 20. The ratio is 20 to 50. 20 to 50 is what percent? Well, there's a bunch of different ways of doing this. One way is to simplify it, right? That's the same as 2/5 because 10 goes into 20 two times and 50. And then divide the bottom into the top. This is usually the standard way to change from a fraction to a percent, right? I'm going to show you a shortcut in a minute. You do divide the bottom and the top, and again, it won't fit, so you add a decimal and a 0. I just made 2 into 2.0. That's allowed. 5 goes into 24 times. So 2/5 or 20/50 is the same as 4/10. Move the decimal over 2 times to get the percent, and that's 40%. Another way of doing this, a shortcut. 20 over 50, when you want to change the percent, if you can get a denominator to be 100, that's what percent means. Percent means per 100, per every 100. 50% is 50 out of every 100. 10% is 1 out of every 10, 10 out of every 100. So 40% is 40 out of 100, and 20 out of 50 is the same as 40 out of 100. This is the magic one, right? 50 times 2, so I go 20 times 2. So 40 out of 100 equals 40%. Those are two different ways of doing that. Okay, again, put a big box around all your work and a small box around your answer. Great way of organizing your problems. Okay, 134, we were going to rewrite 3/10 and 21/100ths as decimals, and if you weren't paying attention, you just heard me say 3/10 and 21/100ths. I could have been saying 3/10 as a decimal or 3/10 as a fraction, 21/100ths or 21/100ths, right? And when you add, what do? You stack them, write them vertically, line them up, and again, fill in zeros. Okay, so that's 51/100ths. Okay, that's the sum. So let's put a box or a circle around that. On B, it says, how could your answer from part A be written as a fraction? 51/100ths is 51/100ths, right? Again, you take all the numbers to the right of the decimal, write them on top, put zeros under each one, and then put a 1 in front of that. 51/100ths is 51/100ths. C, it's saying rewrite 3/10 as a fraction that could be added easily to 21/100ths. And we figured out that if I want to change this, basically you're changing the tenths to hundredths. I multiplied 10 times 10 to get 100, so I got to go 3 times 10 because this is the magic one. There's a 10 on the bottom, 10 has to be on top, and 3 times 10 is 30. So I could have said 30/100ths plus 21/100ths, and what are you going to get there? Well, the number on the bottom's the same. It stays the same. 30 plus 21, 51. Look at that. Right, what we thought. 51/100ths, 51/100ths, 51/100ths. All right? All right, again, 386. It's on that warm-up. Go check it out. Okay? I'll show you how to do it, and I do it for you. And great thing to do is just squeeze in doing that warm-up every day. Okay? All right. The opposite of walking up 10 steps is walking down 10 steps. 5 degrees warmer is 5 degrees cooler or colder, right? earn $8. How about spend $8, right? Lose $6. How about find $6? These are opposites. Travel south 3 kilometers. Travel north 3 kilometers. Those quotes mean I'm going to repeat that without writing it. Run backwards 9 steps. So I'm going to say run forward 9 steps. And again, you want to make math problems out of this. 5 degrees warmer, 5 degrees cooler. It's a +5 and a -5. Earn $8. That's a +8. Spend $8. That's a -8. Lose $6. That's a minus, right? And find $6. That's a plus. Okay, at least I think it's a plus. All right. If you think money's evil, then you want to get rid of it. Then losing it's good. But instead of losing it, you just give it to your math teacher, right? All right. Last one, we were looking at this diagram and we were trying to figure out the area and perimeter. And again, I drew the lines here, but I also showed the shortcut. These are 10 bars. The area of these are 10, right? 3 times 10 is 30. 10, 20, 30. And these are ones. 3 times 3. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 3 times 3. Okay, so the area is 9 square units. Okay, now the perimeter, I'm going to go all the way around. This is 10. That's 3. This is 7. Okay, now I'm going to put the 7 and 3 in parentheses. Why? Because those are compatible. Remember, they fit together well. That makes another 10. Okay. Now I have another 3, a 3, and a 3. So I'm going to say 9. 3 times 3 times 3 plus 3 plus 3. Now I have another 3. So 10, 20, 9, 32. Now I always like to double check things like that. So I'm gonna count this way. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Okay, maybe go across the bottom and say that's 6 plus 3 is another 6. That's 12 plus 7 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. Plus 10 is 32. That's what I got. We're gonna say got it right, right? Double checked. Now draw a base 10 block shape with a value of 126 using the fewest number of blocks possible. Now, this is a tricky one because we haven't really done these base 10 blocks, right? But what I would do is I would draw a 100 block, right? So a 100 block is a square. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd go over about the same amount. Sorry, this is going to be a little messy, right? Draw these lines. These are all rows of 10, right? Lines down, and then you got to make squares. There's a 100 block. Now I want 126, so I'm going to get 2 of these 10 bars, right? That's 120, and then I'm going to go up, maybe go up 3 and over 2, have a 3 rows of 2. That's 126. You could do it different ways. Okay, that's not the only way. Find the perimeter of the shape that you drew. I already know the area. Now the perimeter of this, right? This is the 10 plus 2 more, so that's 12. This is just going 10. This is 12 plus the 2 more, 14. And then up 3, over 2. And then how much up? Well, I went up 3. That was 10, so this is 7. So I have 12, 10, 14, 3, 2, 7. 3 and 7 makes 10, so I'm going to say another 12. And we're going to say the perimeter of that is 48 units. All right, that's it. That's all she wrote. We're done. All right. Have a good one, everybody.